All right. So first, welcome back to the table, gentlemen. I will begin with a short recap. You both have essentially shared your backstories with each other. AK, our agent of the Shin Stone Shaman, came to the Shattered Plains in order to seek out rumors of a shard blade, a honor blade located there. Our hunter, Mask, Asha, Zeno being AK, by the way, Asha came in search of
information
regarding, I am drawing a blank on their name.
Sons of the Honor?
Sons of Honor, yes. His parents seemingly have been kidnapped, murdered, removed, destroyed. The only clue being a partial note indicating the Sons of Honor. That brought him to the Shattered Plains as well. Both Zeno and Asha, met up with a Shin individual by the name of Tazo, who informed them that he was on a similar mission as Zeno. Tazo was then killed, and he passed on a rock to Zeno. The rock seeming to come alive at a opportune moment in the Shattered Plains to indicate that you could, in point of fact, communicate with a madman who has since been revealed to be a Herald. You infiltrated the temple complex of the Shattered Plains, made your way through, and eventually spoke with said madman / Herald, Talonat, indicating that you should go on your way to a city located in a wide ravine. A ruined city, so to speak, by the name of Rathalas, if I am pronouncing that, and I am. That is the current name of it. The name he gave was different, but you recognize the description as Rath. You used some of your connections to ingratiate yourself with a commanding officer, I believe, by the name of Borden.
Yep.
And joined a patrol heading towards the city of Rathalas, which, if you look at the map I sent in Discord, is actually not that far away from where you are, according to the map. From the Shattered Plains, it is just almost straight north, a little to the left, kind of right on the peak of that lake beneath Althakar. That is Rathalas, if you're looking at that map I sent. Before you spoke to the madman, you ended up getting somewhat abducted by a Bright Lord by the name of Amaram. He questioned you somewhat and indicated that you should perhaps be good while you are spending time on the Shattered Plains. However, after meeting him, Asha, received word that he had been noticed by the Sons of Honor. With all of this in mind, You set out on the patrol, headed north from the Shattered Plains towards your destination, intent on seeking out the Honor Blade, both for personal reasons and to keep a promise made to Taza, your deceased companion. Another thing of note is you both have started exhibiting powers that neither of you seem to understand yet, although it does seem to have something to do with the Spren that are following you both. Oahu, the Spren that was left with Tazo towards Zeno for AK, and a unknown Wind Spren for Ash or Mask. You've begun to realize that these powers are strange. That you get bursts of energy every so often. That in moments of anxiety, life or death danger, you find that you can move faster, heal quicker. This is not something you exactly have conscious control over yet, but it is something that you should be mindful. And with the introductions out of the way, with the recap out of the way, both of you wake up at the Ornery Chull. Yes, you did take the animal companion. So your axe hound is fully grown. Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about by the time we finished, I believe, doing the patrol.
By the time you get up to the place, it'll have grown enough that it should be usable in combat.
Yeah.
You wake up in the Ornery Chull. You have a little bit of time before you're supposed to meet the patrol to head north. You eat a breakfast. You say goodbye to the proprietor of the Ornery Chull. I forget her name off the top of my head. It was very short. It was like Kel or something. A woman you sold a rather expensive bottle of wine to.
Mm-hmm.
Jahal eats for two, as he, in his past life, was a soldier and knows that long treks tend to lead to poor quality food. So he is going to enjoy the final cooked meal while he can. Is there anything you two would like to do before you leave to join the patrol?
No.
No?
I think
Don't
so.
recall.
Yeah. It's been like a month, so I don't blame you for not recalling. For the sake of brevity and to move things along, you haven't missed anything of import here. At least not at this point in the story. So it is perfectly acceptable to pack up and head out, which I will then assume that you do.
Yes.
Okay. You guys eat your final breakfast. You head down towards the staging area down here, and Borden nods at you and he points towards a caravan of soldiers and horses. Something along the lines of, 50, 60 strong. Nothing overly massive. This isn't an army, this is a patrol. And you fall in line, you meet the commanding officer of the patrol. He seems to be decent, well put together. He gives you tasks to help you, take care of the wagons. You all do all this, and before midday, you set out on the road. Now, I believe I paid you already. I think I told you all that you got 30 marks in advance for...
Yeah.
I believe I paid you for that. Okay.
Yes.
The journey north... Do I have a world map on here? I don't believe I do. The journey north is smooth. I probably have one somewhere in here, but it's not that big a deal. The journey north is smooth. You meet very little resistance, if any. Most groups of bandits here are, 5-10 people. They either hide or are very quickly dispatched. You'll note that nobody is wearing that symbol that is on the knife. And after about 20 days of travel, well, not after 20 days, after about 15 or so days of travel with this patrol, you come across a lone campsite. As the day comes to a close, your group searches for a place to lay down, and you see a small bit of firelight in the dark behind a mini rock formation that would shield a number of people from the wind. You two, being stealthy, are ordered to go check it out. And with that, could I have you both roll for me a stealth check?
No.
Saul rolled a stealth check?
Did I click the wrong one? Sorry.
Why are you rolling on for Saul? Did you open Saul's character sheet?
I think I must have.
Yeah, you can just double click on your character icon on the map. Okay, I'm perfectly fine going with your natural 20. That doesn't bother me. Just, I was confused as to why Saul, because he's not here.
Right. Yeah, I just clicked the wrong one.
Not a problem.
I may still be feeling the alcohol a little bit from last night.
I respect it. All right. You both crouch down. Jahal kind of stays back. He's not the stealthiest. And you both sneak and kind of, one of you goes one way around the rock formation, the other goes the other, and you kind of peek around it, and you see a lone, weathered-looking man sitting in front of a small fire. He's kind of made a hammock for himself, strung between the jutting rocks, which he's sitting on it, staring into the fire. And you, AK, with your opportunity, you hear him kind of muttering to himself. He says, I'm not going back there. Nope, not going back there. And that is what you see. A lone, weathered-looking man in what appears to be very sort of ragged clothes. What would you two like to do?
He said he is or isn't going back there?
He said he's not going back there.
Okay.
He does not he does not appear to see either of you.
I don't know. I'm at a loss for what to do here.
So we came across this guy, and he's got a hammock in a campfire place, and
He's just by himself in the camp?
He's just by himself, chilling behind a rock. And AK, you heard him say that he's not going to go back there. Kind of whispering to himself, like, I mean, he does. The guy doesn't look comfortable, right? Like, it hasn't been comfortable for you guys, right? But you've had tents, you've had horses, you've had trail rations. This guy's laying out basically in. It's not really a desert. It's, but basically a rocky wasteland all by himself, right? He doesn't seem comfortable. But he says he's not going back. Oh, he also does not appear to be armed, in case you're wondering. He doesn't appear to have any sort of like sword or spear or anything. You also don't see anything like that laying around the campsite.
How far away from the campsite, his campsite, is he from our?
I mean, you're probably looking at, maybe like a football field, a couple 100 yards.
And we've never seen him, I guess.
No. This guy is
he's
unfamiliar
not a part
to
of
either
our
of you.
group.
No.
All right, yeah, he's not a part. Okay, all right. Can I guess, do a perception check on whether or not he feels. Does he feel aggressive?
Yeah. Why don't you roll for me an insight check about whether or not he feels like if he looks like he's like angry or mad or something.
Yeah.
So with a 19, he doesn't appear to be like insane.
Yeah.
You don't hear the muttering. That's the natural 20 opportunity is what got that for AK. And like I said, you both kind of split up to go on one side of each of these to get a different perspective on things. So he hasn't told you about the muttering yet.
Okay. Yeah.
But he doesn't appear to be insane. He doesn't appear to be violent. He's weathered. He's got a few scars on him. Like you can see some scars on his arms, but it doesn't appear like he's gonna like go crazy and start stabbing people. Right.
What kind of clothing are we talking? Like, does he look like he's wearing like soldier's clothing, wandering clothing, that kind of stuff?
Well used, well worn wandering clothing.
Okay.
But he's not like sharpening a knife, like I'm gonna get them all. No, not doing that. Also, I guess with a 19, you would hear him kind of muttering about how he's not gonna.
Okay.
I'll give you that. 19's pretty high.
I guess we can.
Do you want to just
approach him?
Give the old, alarm him that we're here, not just appear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, we're a couple 100 feet away from him, so...
No, he's a couple 100 feet away from your group. You're right next to him.
Okay.
This rock...
We basically walked up on top of him.
Yeah, this rock formation maybe would shelter like 5-10 people. It's not huge,
Gotcha.
and you're on each side. So you each are maybe like 20 feet from him.
Well, I think one of us should approach him and the other stay out of sight.
I mean, really, either one of us is ideal for that situation because, if I stay behind, I can arrow him. If you want to go stabby in his back, either way, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can approach him.
Okay, so the way I'm going to handle this is you guys kind of reconvened behind the rock formation and talk this out.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to split up so that one of you goes around and talks to him on one side and the other goes the other way, or do you want to both go around the same way?
I would definitely want to have a flanking position where I can see
both
of them.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys are behind this rock formation. You then split up again with this plan made. I will go with your other stealth check because there's any reason you would have broken it. Mask, Asha, you take up a position essentially where you were before, and AK, you walk down to where you were looking before, and then you kind of do the and sort of walk around the formation is what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you clear your throat and walk around, the guy does jump up out of his hammock and he looks quite startled. As you know, anybody would be. And he looks you over and he realizes that you kind of look like a traveler too. And he kind of relaxes a little bit. Although he does notice your weapons and is a little bit weary. Hello, stranger. What brings you out to these parts?
I might ask you the same question. You're out here by yourself. Are you okay?
Roll a persuasion check. Just a general persuasion check. See how... Actually, no, go for leadership. I like leadership better on this, because you're kind of like trying to take the lead in the conversation.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it begins.
And it begins.
He's not a Parascendi.
Yeah.
God damn it.
He
Probably should have asked if he was beforehand.
Yeah. He kind of looks you over. You came into my camp, sir. Why don't you tell me what brings you here first?
We're just scouting around the area, making sure that there's no danger. Yeah, with a group.
Where are you coming from?
What is the name of that city that we just left? The camp, the war camp.
You left the Shattered Plains, or the war camps.
Yeah. It's we left the war camps in the Shattered Plains.
You're
about 15 days ago.
You're soldiers.
No.
Roll a deception check. It's not technically a lie, but you are hiding the truth. Roll a deception check.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Not a Parascendi. Oh, fuck. That still kills me every time, man.
See, Well, I was about to break camp and get on my way then, so I'll just be going. And he kind of like starts putting out his fire and packing up his things.
Where to?
South.
Towards the war camps.
I wouldn't go north if I was you, but you soldiers
Oh?
never listen, so.
What's up north?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage. Because he doesn't like you.
Yeah. Persuasion check with disadvantage. There we go.
It's pretty good. He kind of stops packing up his things. Trouble's up north. Trouble's what's up there.
Could you elaborate? What kind of trouble's up there? Maybe we should avoid it.
You heard of Rathalas?
Yes.
Could you repeat that?
Have you heard of Rathalas?
Oh yes.
A new leader there. More bloodthirsty
Oh.
than the last.
Oh.
Some shard bearer, hair like gold. Biggest shard blade I ever seen. He killed the old bandit queen. I'm getting out. I'm done. Done with that place.
All right. Do you have a name for this shard bearer?
No. It was a Rayleigh. That's a race, by the way, just so you're aware. Didn't catch the name. Came in, killed the old queen. I liked her. They're changing in there. By the way, your friend can come out from... Wait, never mind. I forgot you rolled a 20. He rolled an 18.
Okay.
They got a little bloodthirsty for my taste, so.
All right. Well, we'll be sure to try and avoid Goldilocks, but we do have to continue heading north.
You want my advice?
I do.
Go south. And with that, he turns back to picking up his camp. Unless you'd rather try to ask him another question or something, but he's kind of...
He kind of didn't like me, yeah.
He did like the comment about Goldilocks, even though that's probably not a lore point here, but I like it. So. I need both of you to roll for me. Well, I don't really need that anymore. He told you pretty much everything about himself. Pretty much everything.
You okay, Kat?
All right. Well,
He's not.
I guess we'll let him.
He doesn't seem hostile to you. So if there's something else you want to ask or anything, you can. He's packing up his camp and he's going to head out now that he knows there's soldiers in the vicinity.
Yeah, there's unless Mask has a question,
Nope.
I don't. Yeah,
I'm gonna stay to the shadows in case there's another one or he tries something foolish.
Okay. He packs his gear up, and he walks around past you, Mask. But I rolled a perception check for him. He didn't roll high enough to see you, so you remain hidden. He walks out and he walks into the night and vanishes. Unless you wish to tell your cohorts that he was the NPC soldiers that are following you that he was there, they'll never know.
I don't think we need to.
Yeah.
He seems harmless enough.
Okay. You go back, they ask for an explanation. You just say it was a lone traveler. They're not gonna argue. You make camp, and you then travel the remaining 5 days without further incident. It is at this point you come into the view that I showed you last session. We'll show it to you again. Although you don't exactly see that. That is the city of Rathalax. If you look at the image, what you see is a city built into a ravine. It is on the far side. You can see bridges going between the two sides. You can also see the remnants of a rather large broken wall that surrounded the top side of the ravine as further fortification. I do have a map for the city, so you don't need to leave this open, but you can leave it open as long as you want. You have seen that, and your characters are. It is at this point that the leader of the scouting party looks at you and says, this is as far north as they're going. They're not going to go to try to root out bandits in that city. And you then part ways with him as he turns around and heads back south and leaves you three. Jahal stays with you. Leaves you three staring at this rather ominous sight ahead of you. Is at this point in time that I will transition to the city map and put you guys on here. All Xeno. We will activate the city C. I don't believe there's fog of war on this. Can you guys see the entirety of the map?
Yep.
Okay. Your characters are unaware of the areas in black.
Okay.
So that's inner portions of the mountain. I'm pretty confident you guys aren't going to metagame too hard about that. But just be aware that what you see at the moment is you came from the southeast, so you are going to be like you guys are going to be like over here. On this side of the map over here as you approach. Because this, if you look at the compass down here, north is going downward and south is this way. And then that makes, oh wait, no, east is then this side. South is that. You guys are coming from this side. All right. So you guys approach, as you approach, you don't come across any sort of bandit patrols or anything. But what you do see is this sort of once grand city built into a ravine. At the base of the canyon, this is something that you can see from rather far away, which is down here. a shallow river runs westward. Right, that's this. Flowing eventually into the Sea of Spears, which you can see there. It's labeled. In the past, people entered the city via ramps from the plains level. You can make out that there's a large number of sort of like former stone fortifications that used to allow people to go up and down. The remains of the once mighty wall encircles the canyon. The fortifications are now jagged and unkept, and covered in years of accumulated high storm creme. The sections of the wall that remain standing are dim. They're very dark. That's about all that you can see. It is technically, I would say, about midday. So if you wish, you can do some scouting. If you want to try to figure it out, you can wait till night. You can do whatever you'd like. But for now, that is all you can see without further investigation.
So we're more or less trying to figure out how to get in there.
Yes, you are. You have. This is where Talnat had said that the Honor Blade was.
Right.
So you are up on this section. So you're on the high part of the ravine. You're not. This is a lower section. This is down at the bottom of the ravine. You can make that out if you travel like away from the city and then look out over the edge. You can make out that there's like some old buildings and stuff down here, the remnants of a seaport. So you have what you see on the surface. Your character knows, but you are looking for a way to get into this city to find the honor.
I mean, if I was to approach this, I would do it from the water aspect, like walking the beach of the water from down, whatever direction that we can come from.
Mhm.
But that's just my thought.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, do you want to investigate? Do you want to do some scouting? Do you want to wait till dark? Like what? Like do you just want to go down and have at it? Like what's the plan here, gentlemen?
Yeah, I feel like we need to do some scouting.
Okay.
I mean, so there is an entrance here, right? There's a way to get up.
So
like
up to here, basically.
Yeah.
So
we can't see this, and we can't see this.
Your characters cannot see anything in black. This is under rock.
Gotcha.
So this whole section right here, we can see.
Yep, you can see
maybe
this.
Not that
You can't see this technically.
Yeah.
What you can see, this does not look like it. This looks like it at one point in time was a former ramp. It is now mostly rubble. It looks very similar to this. This right here is mostly rubble. It, at a glance, it could be climbed, but you have no idea how difficult it would be without sort of a further investigation.
How wide is all of this? So like, I mean, if we wanted to get down here, how far around are we going to have to go?
It would be a ways. But I as the DM will tell you that I'm not going to like make you trek for 150 miles or something. It would just happen instant. I would essentially teleport you down there if you want to go that way.
I would say at the very least we'd want to maybe scout for whether or not there are people standing out on guard, I guess, maybe.
Okay. Do you want to do
Perhaps.
that? Do you want to do that now? Would you like to try to wait till nightfall? Like what's the plan, gentlemen?
Yeah,
Paint me a picture of your motives.
Well, the way my brain works is generally people put more people on at nighttime, but that's just the way my brain works.
feel like we would seem less suspicious if we're coming in during the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to do some scouting during the day?
Yep.
Okay. I would like both of you to roll me a perception check, or one of you can roll it with advantage.
I have a +5 to mine.
Yeah, you do it with advantage because mine's +4.
Okay. Wonderful. Smart to make Asha do it when Parashendi are not involved.
Right.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
let me.
You're never gonna live that down, I swear.
Nope, it's gonna be a meme for the entirety of the campaign. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do a little bit of a rush through this.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You see, you spend the remainder of. Well, you spend the remainder of the afternoon. You spend probably like 3 hours, sort of scouting around. Roll for me a stealth check too, by the way. As you just as you go through.
Both of us or just him?
Just him. He's the one scouting.
Okay.
So, the first thing I'll point out is right here. This is a line of rubble where the wall has collapsed in. You could scale this, although I will tell you it will require a roll. So it would require a roll for you to go in this way here. You can tell that it would be difficult. So that's how I'm going to describe it. You would have to roll to climb down this rubble.
Okay.
The second thing that I will tell you is that as you look down here,
Mhm.
It looks like this path would be relatively safe to climb up. This does look like it was a former ramp. It is sort of busted and in disrepair, but with a 19 perception, you would be able to do it without a roll. So this is something that you could accomplish without a roll. However, with a 19 perception, you do see some kind of movement within the water down here. There's something moving down here. You can't quite make out what it is, but there is something moving. The third thing that I will point out to you is around the roll on that. Oh, high enough. High, nice. Wait. Let me just make sure I have this right. Well, why do they make this very, very interesting to try to... Here it is. Okay. Around the watch post, which I will point out to you here in a second, which is the big tower here.
Okay.
You see 8 figures in green cloaks, appearing to be guards of some variety, standing around a gate that no longer exists. So there's a hole in the wall there that no longer has a door. Wait. Yeah, no longer have a door. But there's 8 guards in green robes and scuffy looking armor standing there. And they are speaking to a disheveled looking individual who, with a 19, you can tell is a woman. And as they are speaking to her, they let her pass through the gate into the city unmolested. They do not stop her, they don't frisk her, they don't really do anything to her. They let her through after a short period. Those are the woman, by the way, was not wearing green. So the 8 guards were wearing green and scuffy armor, letting in a woman who was not wearing or armor. That is what you learn from your 3 hours of scouting with your 19 perception.
Okie. I will return to let him know what I have seen.
Okay. You now know everything that Mask knows about this area. Not everything he knows in general, because that would be crazy. But he just downloads his brain into yours.
I'd feel sorry for him.
That download would take a whole 30 seconds. Anyways. That's my favorite.
Yeah, about 40. That would be about like 45 seconds.
God, that's my favorite joke.
The first 30 would be pretty quick. It would just be a blur of images of female characters.
Fair enough. Okay. So you guys now know that there are 3 possible entrances.
3 possible entrances, yes.
It is now roughly about 2:30, 3:30 in the afternoon. 3:30, 4:30.
Well, if we go try and go through that gate, we'll know real quick what the whole trip's going to be like. Think I'd rather slink our way in.
Okay.
That'd be my vote.
Yeah. I'm just maybe we can try to find a way to get some green cloaks and to maybe try to maybe approach them. And
I'm
if
curious
we get
what
caught, go ahead.
If we get go ahead. If we get caught, what?
Like they maybe wear the cloaks just to try and get through some of the areas without being caught, type thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A little blending in, but I don't know. Last time we pulled that kind of trick, it kind of backfired because you talked to someone who wasn't a Parashendi.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious as to what this movement is in the water.
Again, I think we approach from that side. I think it would be, or from the water. At least we can use the, we got lost, so we followed the water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Good idea.
That's my thought on that anyway. But
yeah. Let's go in through the abandoned port.
Into the out now.
Yeah.
So what would that make that? This is north, east, south, west. So I guess maybe either we come in from the west or the east. Which way do we want to come from, I guess? East maybe might be the best one. Or west, actually. Never east.
Yeah.
That'd be wheat, so yeah, west.
Yeah, come in from the west.
Because
along the water.
yeah.
All right. Do you guys want to make your way? Because again, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you guys want to try to make your way in there? So, because it is going to take time to travel down there, but I'm going to say it's going to take a couple hours. So do you guys want to try to enter at about, 6 in the afternoon, or do you want to try to wait for the morning? Do you want to try to go down there and maybe take shelter in one of these broken up buildings for the night? Like, what's the plan?
What time does the sun set?
I would probably say around 7-ish.
Yeah, let's find a place to stay down there in amongst those buildings, and then we'll hit it in the morning. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Without the oops.
So it's about 4-ish. You guys head down. You guys find a old, we'll call it an old goat trail, a la 300. Down to the canyon floor. You get to about here, and down at the bottom of the canyon, the sun sets about 7-ish, but at 6 down here, it's pretty dark because the sun is low. So it's fairly dim down here by the time you arrive. You don't see any guards offhand. You don't see anything like that. So
Can we do a perception check just to make sure that there's nobody around, and maybe see if we can tell what's in the water?
go for it. I need you both to roll for me a perception check, and we'll do individual this time. I'll have
22. 21.
8.
Damn.
All right.
He's more interested in his food right now.
Apparently there are parascendi in the water. All right.
Bathing parascendi, yes.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, as you guys work your way around and you enter this sort of, it looks like it was the port for this city. Like, this is where the boats came in and dropped off supplies. You notice movement in the water up amongst the reeds and rock buds next to a sort of slight kind of offshoot in the river there. And each of you except Jahal wrote too low. I am going to transition us to here. Let's assume that that's that. So then that would be north. You said you were coming in from the east. No, that would have to be south. Love that for me.
Oh, he came in from the west.
Oh. Hold on a second.
Whatever this would be.
That would be
Yeah,
north.
it would be.
No, okay, that's the side. Yep, that's the side. Okay. You need your axe hound. Your axe hound is fit for service now. Let me activate this.
Oh,
Hey.
Can I get a marching order? You guys are heading.
Probably
You guys are heading this
me first, I would guess.
first.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Yep.
You find in the middle, or do you want Jahal in the middle? Like
I'm fine in the middle.
Jahal does not see it. You three, you two see 3 crustacean-like creatures. You are familiar with a large number of rather dangerous animals, Asha.
Mm-hmm.
These are hornacks. They look kind of like large horseshoe crabs, only substantially faster and more dangerous. There are 3 of them there. Oh, these guys are fun. Oh, these guys are fun. Okay. You see 3 hornacks in the bushes. I need all 3 of you to roll for me a stealth check. Since you have seen them, but we don't know if they have seen you. Okay. Do this.
Isn't that nice?
Who rolled the highest perception? As you guys are sneaking through this area, Mask AK, you both notice these 3 creatures sitting amongst the reeds of this sort of shoreline area. They're not moving. But Asha, you do notice they kind of shift a little bit and kind of focus on you 3. They're not rushing at you, but they definitely know you're there.
What do I like lore wise? Do I know anything about them? Should I roll for
Roll
that?
for me a lore check with advantage. You are a hunter, and you do have a pardon tracker with animal bonds. So I would say that you would have a pretty decent idea about like what.
Oh, you fucker!
11.
Ugh.
It was on a 20 and then rolled off. I saw that.
So what I will tell you is they are ambush hunters primarily. And they like to drag their prey into the water. They kind of work like alligators, right? They'll sit at the edge of the shore, and they'll grab something and then drag it underwater and try to kill it.
Where are these in relation to the buildings we're trying to get to?
The wall to the bottom here is the wall of the canyon.
Okay.
But these guys are between you and the ramp going up.
Being crustacean, that means that they are armored.
Mm-hmm. Well, just about everything is in this place.
Yeah. Just about everything is very crab-like. Most of them have some form of chitin. Guys, can I just stop and say I'm so happy to be back playing D&D? This is a blast.
I like right now. My brain is just trying to focus on ideas like,
Yeah.
how do we get by a crab-like creature?
Yeah, 11 is just not high enough to give you much more than like the way they act.
Yeah.
Should have brought the
My
salt
brain is
and
just trying
butter,
to
my man.
focus.
Well, it just makes me wonder because if these bandit people are using, if they're even using the water in any kind of way, how are they?
Well, it's an abandoned dock, right? So they're not using it. It may have been abandoned because of these things. Either way, our pest control services are sorely needed.
How big are we talking these bad boys are, by the way?
That is a wonderful question. I am unsure. Let me take a look.
I was just thinking that, like, are these things like, the size of a dog? Or are they the size of
Do I
fucking
have a bestiary in the book here?
And how accessible is their underbelly?
Well, I mean, that's what we're about to find out here.
He's pulling out the book.
Yeah, I gotta look up the book and see if I have.
While you do that, I'm gonna get more drink and a snack and blow my nose.
Do.
It is a medium creature. So it is anywhere from 3 feet to 5 feet long. So yeah, basically an alligator.
Okay.
I have a better picture I can get for you here, I believe. Let me find it. Here. There you be.
Ooh. So they're about the size of an alligator. Are those multiple eyes I see?
That looks to be the case, yes. With an 11, a dangerous and deadly foe, the Kornak first ensnares and tears into its prey with their crushing jaws. The court restrains this enemy in their jaws and drag their prey away to feast.
Nom nom nom.
Yes, they, like I said, they act very much like alligators. It seems like from what I've read. But yes, they're a medium creature, which is going to be anywhere from like 3 to like 6 feet.
Okay.
AK is going to come back to that picture on his screen and go, "What the?"
Yeah, I did.
Where's the lemon and butter?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the lemon and butter?
The lemon and butter.
Okay. So
they're about 3 to 6 feet in length, and they act, like I said, they're basically like an alligator / crocodile.
Okay. Those eyes are going to have to be the target. Because it doesn't look like it's got a soft underbelly.
You know what they kind of remind me of? A hermit crab.
Yep.
The way it flails out like that makes me think of a hermit crab really bad. Which makes me wonder, is there like a pointy tail at the end of that bitch?
Doesn't look like it based on the picture. It looks more like a like I said, it kind of looks like a horseshoe crab on top of a regular crab.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So there's 3 of them. They're medium size. He said they're about the size of an alligator, basically, more or less. Okay.
Only they're crabs. Yep. Jahal will say, well, there's 2 other entrances we could try that probably don't have giant crabs outside of them. There are 2 other entrances you can try, unless you would like to try to fight these creatures. However, it will take 2 more hours for you to get back up. Well, no, I'll say take you an hour because you know the path, so it'd take you less time, so you don't have to like pick your way down.
So, question. I'm gonna close this picture down.
Yeah, go for it.
The map, obviously. So I'm seeing water going into here. Is that like a cave that goes into there?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to go through there.
How far away is that? I mean, I guess actually, I could figure that out on my own by. About 20 feet. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I'd say we probably go check the other 2. As much as I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not really in the mood for a fight right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's. Is there? How do I remove that ruler thing off?
I think you have to select it and then, like, click it and press the delete key or the backspace key.
Create, move, drag, delete. Yeah, delete. All right, so click this, delete.
Wonderful.
There we go.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys want to go back up?
Yeah.
So you
If
guys,
there's like 1, then I'd be like, let's fucking fight it. But
so you guys head back up to the top. It is at this point in time dusk as you get back up to the top section. It is now about 7-ish. So the sun is just going down behind the horizon. Do you want to try to make your way in? Do you want to try to find a camp up here for the night? What would you like to do?
You said this one right here needs a roll.
Yep, and I would increase the DC in the dark. Because
Yeah,
I
obviously.
am a evil DM.
No, you're a DM. Period.
Yeah, well, evil is sort
Why
of
is-
implied in that.
I still clicked on that. Is that why it's doing
Yep.
that? Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess really we could camp out and then try to do the descent the next morning, okay, over here. Or we can finagle our way over to these people and try to talk our way in. But they're bandits, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna go.
You guys aren't wearing
you-
soldiers' uniforms, by the way. You're still
No,
wearing
yeah,
your...
we're-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So they're not
What do
going to
you-
know you came up here with a soldier's patrol unless you tell them. I'm just letting you know that.
Yep. What do you think, sir? Is he back?
AK's back. Unless he left again.
Oh, sorry, I muted. I didn't want to chew in your ears.
Fair enough. I appreciate that.
I say we camp for the night and try to do the roll in the morning.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Then I need for you guys to roll for me a stealth check as you set up camp somewhere out of sight.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Come on, Parashindy, walking around at night.
They're out.
Fucking Christ.
Jahal rolled really well too.
Oh, God.
Okay, you guys find a decent a decent campsite, place out of sight. You set up no fire tonight, just to sort of keep things on the down low as much as possible. You have some rations left over from your trip up here. You eat them cold. It isn't exactly pleasant, but you find yourself protected accommodations, and you go unnoticed throughout the evening. You then wake up, the crack of dawn, stow your camp. It is now the morning and you guys can then do as you wish. So, still 3 entrances. You can make your way down here and try to have a crab dinner. You can scale the cliff, or you can go and talk to the guards. It is up to you.
Well, I mean, now that it's the day, we could do. Do you want to try and do the
Mhm.
this one?
Yeah, it seems like the best idea.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
All right. You guys approach this area. I am going to give you a couple of options.
Oh boy.
You can either roll an athletics check to try to climb down. You can roll a survival check to try to find a path down. You can maybe you can see if you can roll a crafting check to try to use some of your equipment, because I think you guys have rope, right?
Yeah, pretty sure we do.
You could maybe try to roll a crafting check to see if you can make sort of a little, tie a rope off to something and help you get down. Maybe leave a rope there for your way out. But that would be leaving a rope behind. So, you guys can, or any other way you can imagine to use your skills. You can try to use your heavy weapon skill to cut a new set of stairs down if you'd like. That would be a high roll.
I, in fact, don't have any rope.
Paul doesn't have any rope either. I thought almost everybody has rope. Okay, well, you guys are getting rope in your next reward.
Hey,
How about a pocket parashandy? That would be kind of nice too.
All right, I will work on that. Get you a knife and a block of wood, and you can whittle a pair of shendy so you can roll better. +1 to rolls for AK. First magic item in the game.
a parashandy spren.
Yeah. There you go. We're gonna have to have you. We're gonna have to have you visualize parashandy every time you roll. Focus. All right.
I mean, what's? I guess the survival one, to see if we can find a good path down. I guess.
Okay.
That feels like the ideal way to do it.
Okay. Asha, roll for me a survival check. Just a straight survival check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, you can't. You don't find. You can't seem to pick out a decent path. Like every time you think you found like a handhold, you see a problem with it. You just can't seem to figure it out. AK, if you would like to try, I'll let you roll with disadvantage since Asha tried, but you can try to roll a survival check and see if you can spot some handholds down.
Okay.
Parashendi really like rocks, by the way. Like, they love rocks.
Survival
Focus.
with disadvantage. Here we go.
12. Same thing. Just can't seem to do it. We'll give Jahal an attempt here. Nope, can't seem to pick a thing down. Jahal is then going to screw it, I'm climbing down.
Oh,
feel like
Jahal makes it
Jahal
down.
is our token fucking dwarf.
Yep. You guys see Jahal go, I'm sick of your gosh darn looking at stuff, and he just starts climbing down, and surprisingly enough, he makes it. Finds it pretty deep. He finds a path. He slips a little bit, but he catches himself. That will lead both of your guys to having a athletics check with advantage, because he found a decent path, so that would make it easier for you two to get down. So each of you can roll an athletics check with advantage. 21, easy enough for you, Ash. Make your way down.
Oh my god. I just kicked my rum bottle. It's empty,
Don't
though.
kick
It's
your
okay.
rum bottle.
It's empty though, so it's okay.
5. Zeno.
In fact,
Why, Zeno?
I don't know.
Why, Zeno?
good lord, dog. What
Okay.
are we gonna do with
Alright,
you?
hold on. You're about to climb down, Zeno, but you then remember that pretty Parashendi woman that you met on the Shattered Plains, and you roll again. Roll for me an athletics check, no advantage.
If you roll good on this, I swear to God.
Please roll good.
Oh.
Please roll good.
Oh.
No, it didn't work.
It's even worse. It almost was a 19 though. That was kind of funny.
Oh my god, that would have been funny. Okay, let me roll a d6. Okay, you work your way down, AK, but you slip and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. As you slip, fall, bash against a few rocks, and end up laying on the ground next to your 2 compatriots, who then help you to your feet.
Mm-mm.
You 3 are now on this particular platform.
Okay. I wish to perceive my surroundings.
Okay. Roll for me a perception check.
Oh,
They are surroundings.
they are
They-
rocks.
Dude, those things are surrounding you so well. Dude, just look around at all of those things that are surrounding you. They're around, dude.
Crazy.
We feel surrounded.
Yeah, surrounded by rocks. You don't notice any signs of, like, there are a few abandoned buildings here. Doesn't seem like anybody lives in them. You don't really see anything that amounts to footprints on the ground, anything like that. This area feels like a section that's been abandoned for a number of reasons. There isn't a direct way out, and there isn't a good way to defend this area anymore since the wall is gone. So they've kind of just left this area. It feels like they've just left this area to kind of be. Right?
Yeah.
You do see a path into the mountain here. And looking into it, you can tell that there is a stairway down, but it ends in darkness. You can't tell what's past, like, this point here. It ends in darkness because it's dark in there. So, yeah, you don't see anybody around you. Nothing jumps out at you. There isn't any giant crabs waiting to drag you into water. So you feel pretty confident about your decision to not use the river.
So far.
So far, yeah.
Okay. Well, it seems like we need to start heading in.
Okay.
Yep.
You just want to head in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I have a torch?
You have spheres which glow.
Oh yeah, the spheres. Okay, so I want to get some light going and head on down the stairs.
So you each pull out a couple of spheres. Give yourself enough light to see. You head in. As you get to here, need both of you to roll for me a perception check.
Perception checks. Yeah, I see nothing. Oh wait,
Um,
I have a 12. Okay, yeah.
okay.
That was weird. I hit the button just as his was rolling out,
Yeah.
so I thought I rolled.
You both have the same colored die too, which is
Is
a
there a
little.
way to fix that?
I think so. Yeah. AK, what color you want to be?
Black.
Damn it!
Okay.
I'll take white if I can.
You can take white. Okay. I just each of you roll a dice just so we make sure that that fixes it.
Beep. Roll
Is that gonna
those
change?
beautiful bean footage. Yes!
All right,
Give me that.
so-
Oh, fuck you! I wasted it!
Okay, so you each have a different colored dice now. Okay. There is actually a way to pick the kind of dice you have, but I don't remember how to do it. So, because that's why mine are the purple color. I picked that. There's a way to do that, but we'll leave that there. As you both get down to this landing area here, you notice that even with your relatively lower rolls, you notice that there appears to be much more traffic on this landing than there was on this staircase, right? The dust on this ramp staircase was much heavier than it is down here. So there's much more traffic on this part than there is on this ramp. And you do see another ramp going down over here, and you do see a large opening leading outside over here, but you can't exactly see what's outside of it.
So it's safe to figure that it's being traveled more
Yes.
prominently. Okay. So we are like right here, you said?
Yeah, you're on that landing right
Okay. And we can see that it goes down and or across.
there. Yep. You can walk. There's nobody in this area, at least at the moment, and you have free reign of it. So you can. I would require you to step out of the tunnel to see what's outside here, even though you can kind of see it, and you did see like all of the bridges because these are all little bridges.
Yeah.
You did see all of the bridges before, but you would to go out and get a better look, you'd have to step out of the tunnel. So there is a entrance that goes further down here, and there is a way out there. You don't, even though you see it on the map, you don't know exactly where this tunnel leads.
Yeah, where that leads to,
Yeah.
I think I might actually come over here to poke my head out and look around.
Okay. You poke your head out, and what you see out there is a large gourd filled at the bottom, all like where your cursor is at the bottom.
Yep.
That is all blackened debris. Looks as if it had been burnt. A multitude of narrow rope bridges connect ledges and platforms to ruined ramps that all reach. Some of them reach up, some go down. Some paths lead through buildings or into tunnels in the stone. Many show evidence of activity, either by bandits, maybe even animals. They all look quite treacherous. Every one of these bridges looks to be makeshift. You can kind of see if you zoom in. At one point in time, it looked like there were stone bridges that spanned this chasm. But now it's all of these makeshift bridges, and they all look a little precarious.
Abandoned, perhaps?
Well, they all show signs that people have been walking on them, but where they lead and which ones will bear weight, you don't know without some form of check.
Um, hmm.
Well, we need to explore the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. We'll go back and go towards the other downward facing entryway, I guess.
Okay.
Would it be considered an entryway? I don't know.
It would be
Go see
considered
where
a
it
path.
leads.
So yeah, let's do that. We'll go down the stairs.
All right, so
It smells super yummy right now. Wife is cooking.
congratulations. Anyways, you make your way through this path. It winds around, and you come out about halfway down the ravine wall on the north side. So this isn't in this chasm here. It's on the side overlooking the river. And as you walk out, you get a good view of this platform. This platform is not abandoned. There is a large number of people there, about a dozen or so workers. Some carrying saws, some with axes. They are chopping and shaping wooden planks, ramps, beams in this area. On this side right here, there seems to be a group of people, a group of workers sort of lounging around, drinking some water. You can see a few of them maybe eating a little bit, a little cantina area. You also see kind of standing, this smaller building is the canteen area, this larger building. You see about 6 soldiers wearing green robes and holding weapons. At this point in time, if you are trying to not be seen, I'll need for you to roll for me a stealth check with disadvantage, since you all said you were holding spheres.
Advantage, you say? Well, fuck you.
Okay.
I would like it to be known that I've rolled 2 20s for both times where I cannot use them.
Yep. All right, AK rolled a wonderful complication, which makes me so happy. As you guys peek your head out holding your spheres, you see a Hertzian man who is it's another race of people. Sort of rushing through the middle of the area, kind of instructing people. He comes around from this side and goes, kind of works his way towards you. And as he looks up, he sees you guys standing kind of in this tunnel area. And he walks around the soldiers up to here. And he claps his hands rather loudly and says, "Hey, hey, hey! If you're new, get down here and get to work." Looking directly at you guys.
play along with them, I guess, maybe?
Mm, I guess, yeah.
uh,
Well, don't dawdle. Come on.
I will go with him.
So you guys follow him into the lumberyard.
I'd like to put my
Sure.
orbs away too.
Yeah.
I would assume that once you were spotted
Yeah.
and outside, you would put them. Okay, so you see this guy. He sees you. He once again gives the soldier standing outside this building a rather wide sort of berth as he walks around. And it's at this point that when you walk around, that you see that these 6 soldiers are rather sour-faced, and they are all wearing and carrying swords that are inscribed with a particular glyph on them. And this glyph matches the ones on the dagger that AK carries.
The one that we got off. Yeah. Okay.
By the way, where do you keep that dagger, AK? Is it on your belt? On your belt, right?
Yeah.
Let me. Wonderful. I love that for me. So you are led by this gentleman who called out to you up and sort of away from the soldiers who are kind of milling about over here watching all of the activity going on. And he brings you over to a spot where there's some sort of raw wood that needs to be stacked, and he tells you guys to get to stacking that wood because we need to get everything organized. And if we don't get this done, then there's going to be hell to pay. And he kind of glances back towards the soldiers.
And let's get it done.
Reach in between there, and there's soda, Coke. Can you hand me one, please? Without knocking my entire computer system over. Thank you.
Knock his computer system over. Knock it over. Okay.
So we're stacking some wood.
Yep. So you guys you guys spend a little bit of time stacking wood up. Jahal joins. You spend about 10-15 minutes, and you do make a dent in this unorganized pile of raw lumber. It is at this point in time that the gentleman who gave you orders, appearing to be the foreman, comes over, and he kind of pulls Mask and Jahal aside, or not? Yeah, Mask and Jahal aside. You don't get pulled aside, AK. You get left to stack wood. And he pulls you two aside, and says, in a kind of a hushed tone, "When did you two get here?"
We just got here the other day.
You You have the same loyalties as your friend over there? And he kind of nods over towards Zeno.
In which respect?
He's carrying their symbol.
Oh, it's right. He's carrying their dagger, isn't he?
Yep.
Hmm.
You with them?
No. No, we're not. And neither is he, really.
He kind of looks at you funny. You're going to need to explain that.
A friend gave him the dagger.
Roll a deception check, because a friend did not give him that dagger.
Well, the fuck's deception now? I almost hit discipline. 15.
15. What are you three here for, then? You don't look like the normal rabble that sneaks in here to try to join up.
A while back, a honor blade? Was it an honor blade or?
I will tell you as the DM that you would know enough to not mention an honor blade to literally any.
Okay.
You could say shard blade. But you would know enough to not mention an honor blade to literally anybody, because nobody would believe.
Yeah, shard blade. That's
yes.
Yeah. You knew what I meant.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, because, like, in this world, honor blades are considered like divine weapons.
Yeah,
I'd be like saying I'm carrying the spear of destiny, like, you know.
The spear of destiny.
Yes.
Sorry.
Nope.
We just watched Constantine the other day.
It's a good movie, to be honest.
The way he says it is in my head right now. The spear of destiny.
They have the spear of destiny.
God, he did a great job as Satan.
He did a good job.
All right. Yeah. So I'll tell him that we're hunting rumors of a shard blade here.
He asks if you serve a bright lord.
No, technically we don't.
Listen. You three should pack up and leave. Go back to where you came from. Bring an army.
They won't come.
Then just leave. You don't want to be here.
Why?
Listen.
What aren't you telling us?
I've been here a while. New people in charge. They're bloodthirsty.
We heard that.
There's something weird going on here.
How so?
The shard blade you're probably looking for is in the hands of the new leader, and he likes to use it on people. You don't follow orders, get killed, or you get put in jail.
Can you tell me more about this new leader?
Would this guy know about it?
Why is this so good?
What you're eating? I don't know.
Yeah,
Ask your wife. She made it.
it's refried like pasta
Ah,
and red sauce, basically.
that's
But then
all.
she throws in some pepperonis and chicken and meatballs and stuff. It's like really fucking good.
Leftovers are actually pretty awesome generally.
Mhm.
So if you like leftover pasta, doing stuff like that, I love doing that.
Yeah.
Anyways, you ask about the new leader. Listen, I don't know him personally. They call him. I think it's either Ilt or Yilt. It's YLT.
YLT.
That's what he calls himself. Calls himself a prophet.
Fit.
Prophet. Comes in here, executes the old leader, takes over the place. Anybody who isn't loyal is gone or is dead, imprisoned, mostly dead. Right? I'm just here keeping my head down, waiting for this to pass.
Is there something that they're looking for, or
I don't know. Power? What's any madman looking for? Really? Sanity?
why don't you go get away? What's keeping you here?
He kind of gestures towards all the workmen, you know, out in the yard. I got a responsibility. Can't leave my men.
See. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the Bright Eyes care about what's going on over here.
I don't think they really care about what's going on anywhere except in their pocketbooks generally.
Yeah.
Anyways, you should get out. Go back the way you came. Get gone.
Thank you.
Kind of gives you a nod. Is there anything you'd like to ask him before he leaves, or?
Um, if we were to stay, can he give us any kind of help with getting through the areas? Like if there's passcodes or any like passwords or
So you kind of ask him if there's anything else he can offer. Roll a persuasion check.
Whoop. Persuasion, of course. Boop. Oh. There you go.
I don't recommend you stay.
We'll read it.
If you do, he kind of gives you a general layout of the bridge area.
Okay.
So any check you make to pass the bridge area, you now get to make with advantage.
Okay.
That's what he'll give you with that roll.
Okay.
And with that, he then
Ooh. Can I ask him one more question?
go for it.
Does he have an idea where the shard sword would be kept? Be it the dude's quarters, and if so, where? Perhaps
Roll
a layout.
another persuasion check.
Ooh, baby. Yeah, that's about right.
I suggest you don't go looking for it. And with that, he then turns and goes to rejoin his group of workmen kind of in the middle sawing logs.
Okay.
And as he joins them, he stands up and says, "Hey, you three," and he points to you, Jahal, Zeno, and Ash. "You're done. Get out. Go. You've done enough." All right.
Okay. And grab Zeno and Amscray.
All right, so you guys quick hurry up and you get I'm just going to say you run back up to this hallway up here. So that you can then decide whether you want to go back up, back down, or out to the bridges area. I also assume that you have informed Zeno of everything that had been spoken.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Wonderful.
We don't hide things from our teammates.
No, we share information. Share and share alike.
So yeah, I would say probably we want to go across the bridge, I guess.
Okay.
That's the only way to go, yep.
All right, so you guys then head back out to the east, it looks like, to the bridge area. As your DM, for the sake of brevity, this is similar to climbing down the pit. You're going to have to make a check or two to be able to get across. You're either going to have to try to scout a path out. You're going to have to find a way to either like jump between bridges or figure out where you want to go, or make like a crafting check to figure out which bridge is going to hold your weight, right? Like there's any number of ways to handle this. Again, any sort of way you guys want to try to use your skills, go for it. You also have advantage on any check you're going to make because the foreman gave you a path that he normally takes through there. So
I would say whatever the normal path would be that he would give us, we would do that one, I think.
Okay. Well, it's a maze of bridges, and he gave you one description. You're still going to have to make a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you just want to try to walk it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Mask, would you please roll for me an agility or athletics check for me with advantage?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
The dice are mean today. All right, you pick your way through the bridges. A couple of boards creak as you walk, but you get across just fine. I will tell you that there are essentially two entrances. There is this one that's a little higher and this one that's a little lower. They do connect to each other, as you can see on the map, but you don't know that yet. Which one would you like to go to, the lower or the higher entrance? I'll say that you can discuss this with AK and stuff before you go, so you both have a decision here.
I mean, I would assume that the higher one would be the better one.
Okay,
Yep,
so
I'm
you both are
thinking
aiming
so
for
too.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you make your way from here. You crawl across a couple of bridges. You have to go here, and then you have to cut back across this bridge in the middle, and then you get back up onto another bridge, and then you get up into this room.
Sure.
Jahal will make an attempt to follow you with advantage. And
Oh, look
make
at
it-
that.
Hey.
Split the difference. He also got an opportunity.
What
kind of I got an opportunity. What kind of opportunity do I get on this?
Did you see that? You rolled a 20
Yeah.
and a 1.
Yep, I
A
saw that.
20 and a 1. That's crazy.
I love that. I love that for me. All right. Okay. The opportunity I'm going to do is I'm going to say that he essentially memorized the pattern so that.
I will be right back for a second, guys.
Go for it. The opportunity is going to give you an automatic success, AK, as he memorized the pattern and can shout it out to you. So now all three of you are over here. And you will require no more checks to go through this area.
Good. All right.
That'll be the opportunity.
Way to go, Jahal.
All right. AK is going to be back in a second. All right. So you get
I'm back.
into. Oh, Mask. Sorry. Mask is going to be back. You left earlier, and now I'm all confused. I'm tired, dude. It has been.
You can imagine how I feel.
Yeah, I know. We might actually. It might not be a bad idea to call this session a little early. I think we're all tired. Oh, I did not get enough sleep last night.
I just hope I'm fully recovered tomorrow morning when I go to the gym.
I hope you are too, dude. In point of fact, that's probably what we'll do. We've gone for about 2 hours now, which is a pretty good session. And there's some cool stuff coming up. This will be a filler episode. You guys have made your way through this area pretty good so far, though.
We haven't gotten into a single fight yet today.
No. Actually, this game, there's a number of ways to just avoid fights, which is not a bad thing.
I feel like those crabs would have really ruined our day.
They were going to be a fun enemy, we'll say.
Mm-mm.
They had a pretty interesting stat block that I would have enjoyed using to make you guys miserable.
Mm.
Oh, gotta fix my mic. It's been so long since I streamed because I've been off for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I got all of my stuff is a little bit shifted because it hasn't been used, and I got to get everything back to the way it was when I stopped. All right, okay. Yeah, we'll probably call it when Mask gets back, and then we can pick it up because there's some interesting stuff coming up. I'd like to reread through all the sections, and then you guys won't be hungover, and I will actually be able to have a decent night's sleep.
Yep.
Which isn't so bad. How long? Let me double check. How long has it been since the last session?
Sorry about that.
No problem. We were just talking. We're probably going to call it here a little early since I think both of you are hungover and I'm exhausted.
Okay.
So we'll probably call a little early, and then we'll pick it up next time because there's some cool stuff coming up.
Okay.
So we will call it early. You guys are in this. Jahal rolled advantage or rolled with opportunity. All three of you have made it into this area right here. And you no longer require a check to cross the bridges as the Jahal memorized the pattern for his advantage.
Okay.
That's what we'll call it. So we're gonna call it a little early. That way we can pick it up next time, and we can have because there's a little bit more stuff left, but then we get into a little heavier stuff. Well, we can probably go a little longer. Let's go a little longer. Let's get through the filler stuff. This will be the filler anime arc here.
Oh boy.
So we'll do it this way. I need this page open. Yes. Okay. Where are you looking? Because I'd actually like to get through this. Wait. That's there, and then... Okay. All right. So you guys get here, and you see a path that goes directly downward, almost a vertical shaft in point of fact. That would probably be something you'd have to climb into and climb down. It would be a tight squeeze for you guys. And you see a path that goes directly to the east. What would you guys like to do?
I say we check out the level while we're on it.
Okay.
I concur. So
you guys walk through to the east here. And as you do, there's some activity as you get into this room. There are normal looking individuals not wearing green cloaks, carrying crates through here. This is more of a ramp area. Carrying crates from this path down the ramp deeper into the mountain. There is a path that leads outside up to here in this room, and there's a path that leads deeper in. The people that you come across don't seem to pay you any mind.
Okay.
So you are now in this room with two paths to go. They notice you. Like it's not like they're like automatons or something, but they notice you, but they don't like call out an alarm or, like anything like that. They seem to just accept your presence.
Maybe.
Is this well, we haven't gone up there yet, so I say we go up.
You want to go up?
Yeah.
So like right here?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys wish to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You walk up the path, and what you see before you is kind of actually what you see on the picture there. Cut into the stone is half a building. The other half seemed to have fallen some years ago into the canyon floor, like falling off the side of the cliff here down to here. This area is kind of flat around here, up on top, the under the or over the black part, but this building is about half standing. What's left of the sort of hall is kind of half a vaulted ceiling, and most of a domed chamber. There are bandits there kind of clearing out the rubble. There's workmen there, workmen bandits, not soldiers. And there's a large number of crates on what appears to be sort of an improvised storage area. There is also a dark-haired woman in worn leather armor that is watching all of the work with a very sharp eye and yelling out orders in kind of a harsh tone, trying to get people to work faster.
Wonder what's in those crates.
You guys are standing about right here, and you're looking out about it. Again, there isn't a constant stream, but there's kind of a steady stream of people who are taking crates from there and leading them down into. You last saw them go down this one, and then there are also people coming back up. So you guys kind of move out of the way and go stand over here just to not to block the activity.
Where are they getting these crates from? Are they getting them from inside that half a building, or?
Yes, the half a building seems to be sort of an improvised storage area. So they had brought in a number of supplies and stored them here, and now they are trying to like move them around and organize them and get things where they need to be.
What do you think, Ash?
I don't think
Like
the sword's going to be here.
No. But don't you want to know what's in those crates?
Yeah. Kinda.
I wonder if it would be better to try and check one of the crates out here or down below, away from her watchful gaze.
Yeah. How would we do that, though?
Roll for me a stealth check.
Who?
All of you. Okay. All right, please continue.
We're standing around out in the open, more or less. I don't know. If you want to do that, we can try to get in there and see, I guess. But we need to do something quicker. I mean, I kind of want to know what's in the boxes, but it's not that big a deal. We're kind of here to find the sword, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to just focus on that and worry about the boxes later?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that. Then let's head down. I don't think, like you said, I don't think the blade's going to be here.
Nope.
So you guys want to head back in and go back into this room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you guys get back into the room. Apparently unnoticed. There is the path, yeah, allegedly. There's the path you came from, the path outside, and then the path deeper into the mountain. Where would you like to go?
Deeper into the mountain.
Okay. You guys make your way down into this room. Some of the crates appear to be stacked in here. This appears to be a storage room that they're using to store some. It also appears that there's some people in here cutting away pieces of the stone, like they're trying to expand this area, clearing out some rubble, doing things like that. You do catch that there is another path down in this room over here. But there are some people in here working, milling about, cutting into the stone, trying to expand this tunnel, and there are people sort of like stacking crates going around.
How much, like, is there anyone like paying attention to what's going on? Like, are they like, is there someone like the lady, like, you know?
No, there's no like foreman standing around here, but there are people around. And I will say most of the crates are pretty well shut. You'd have to break one open. You have to like get a crowbar or something to like just open
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can do what you wish.
No. If there was like an opportunity where like one was open or something of that nature, then we could peek in. But I don't want to risk that kind of crap right now. So I guess maybe move on to the next section, maybe.
Okay. So you guys want to work your way down this tunnel?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You work your way down into this larger room here. There is, so as you go, there's some of the people drop their crates off up here. Others come further down and they leave them in here, but some of them carry crates even deeper going into this tunnel right here. This room has a few crates in it and a few people kind of stacking them. But this room is much less empty than this room was. There's nobody expanding this room. This is a fairly large room here. There is a tunnel this way, and then there is another tunnel down over here. Some people are taking, like I said, some of the people with crates are going this direction. Nobody is going this direction.
Nobody, huh?
There's some people over in these corners, like working and stacking crates and stuff, but you don't see anybody enter or come out of this tunnel.
So does this seem like the end destination for these crates, or are they just passing through here too?
Some of these seem like the end destination. It looks like they're trying to organize things. Like, you know, maybe crates up here are going to hold ammunition or something, so it's closer to the surface. Maybe crates down here are going to hold food stuff where it's going to be a little cooler in the mountain, right? You know, things like that. They're trying to like get everything organized.
Gotcha.
You don't know what's in the crate, but just as an example.
So what do you want to do, Ash?
Maybe the direction where people aren't going, that would.
Yeah.
Or do we stay with the flow of the boxes at that point? If we stay with the flow of the boxes, then we can still use them as kind of our excuse for being there. You know what I mean?
That's true. Okay. Yeah, let's stay with the boxes. Stay with the flow.
So we'll go down the hallway that the others seem to be taking the boxes to.
Okay. Give me a moment. As you get down here to about this bend, you notice that a lot of these people are kind of bunched up and they're kind of blocking the entrance. Looks like there's a little bit of a traffic jam ahead of you at the moment.
And we see what kind of traffic jam?
You can't really see around this bend, but you can hear that there's a lot of people in that direction. There's you know how like it sounds when you open a door and there's like a big crowd in the building?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like that.
Can we try to get move our way through there? And,
you want to try to elbow your way past the people moving crates and through the crowd?
What do you think, AK? Should we?
I mean, that's the only option, right? It's either that or go back the other way.
Or we just follow the flow of the room and wait our turn, if you will. But we're not really carrying anything right now. So are there other people not carrying things, or is everybody in this hallway carrying stuff?
It's a mix. Some people are holding crates, others are kind of just waiting their turn to get through.
Well,
no need to create a ruckus.
Jahal nudges one and says, "Hey, what's going on?" Nudges one of the people with the crates. "What's going on?" Guy turns, says, "Getting ready for the speech. Gonna be a big speech." And the guy holding the crate kind of looks excited about it.
Huh. So did we decide to just wait our turn?
Yeah, I think we should just wait our turn. That way we don't stick out too much.
Yep.
You want to wait?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
No, we're good. So you wait probably like 10-15 minutes, and the line inches forward, and eventually you get in past the bend and you see that this area is rather crowded with a lot of people wearing green robes. There are people carrying crates. There is an area set up to one side, kind of right next to the entrance, where you see the crates being opened. There's wine, food being handed out. And people are kind of milling about. Some are drinking, some are eating. They're talking. It seems that whatever this speech is going to be has got all of these people pretty excited. You can mill about, you can wait, you could probably take something to drink or eat, maybe, but none of you are wearing green robes. I want to point that out. So you are now in this sort of stage area. So you have this you are at. You cannot, there is a tunnel over here. You cannot see it with the crowd. And there is this door over here that you have not explored. That is what is left to you.
I don't like being in here with all these green cloaks.
You got the knife, man.
I know.
You at least have a knife that has the symbol on it. I don't got shit. Do we just wait it out and see if we can we? Did the guy say how soon the speech was gonna happen, or?
Nope. No idea.
Does the axe hound stick out like a sore thumb?
Little bit. But axe hounds are kind of like dogs, so it would be like seeing a guy walking around with his dog.
Okay.
It would be of note, but nobody would be like, why do you have that? Like, you got a dog.
Gotcha.
One of the drunk guys scratches it under the chin. Ooh, yogo boy.
Suppose I should pick a name for that dog, dude.
We'll get there. I still got to get a name for your spren too. All right, do you guys want to wait? Do you want to go back and check out the tunnel? Jahal does not seem very comfortable in this room.
No, neither am I. I mean, do you want to wait, Mask?
I mean, the no cloak thing is kind of a problem, but yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay,
So
let's
you guys
go.
wanna
Yeah, check out the
Okay.
the rest of the tunnel.
As you walk back through, there is a crowd of people that is still waiting to come in. And you kind of have to push your way through, but none of them really seem to mind the idea of like giving them more space in there.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of make a hole and let you pass. You get back into this room. There's now a few more people in this room, kind of like milling about and waiting their turn to go into the staging area. You see more people wearing green cloaks now than you did before. You get back into the center of this room. What would you like to do?
Go out the other end.
Gonna go down here?
Yep.
Okay. You head that way, and nobody really pays attention. They're all kind of focused on getting into here. So you make your way down here, and you slip around the corner. It is at this point that I'm going to ask all of you to roll for me a stealth check.
Oh, yeah.
There must be a pair of Shendy around. You guys make your way down these stairs sneakily. I have a map.
Sneakity, sir.
I sure do. The great irony
Sneakily.
is, they realize this way. There. All right, you guys make your way down. Actually, going to swap. You guys make your way down the steps. As you come down, you see a landing and more steps and then dark. You are all stealth to varying degrees of success. Can I get a marching order?
I'll go first.
Okay. Jahal is going to bring up the rear, just in case there is some combat to be done. Then we'll put you there. mask, if that works for everyone.
That works.
Okay. What would you guys like to do?
Peek around that corner.
There's our stealth. We'll put you in. In point of fact, let's just do this properly. So you all can see. You all peek around the corner, and you see a rather long hallway. You see a door here. You see a larger door here. You see another door here. There is also what appears to be a small tunnel this way, but you are unsure of where exactly it leads because it is dark. This door at the end of the hall is much more heavily reinforced than the others.
Okay, let's move on forward to the first door.
Okay, which door do you want to stop at? You have one here and one here.
The first one we come to, the
So-
one on our left.
So you come up directly. I will do it this way. Put you there. You want to look in? Who wants to look in? What do you want to do with the door first, I should say? Do you want to look in?
I want to do a perception check, see if I can hear anything like on the other side of the door.
Beautiful. Roll for me a perception check.
No paracetamol in that room.
Well,
Okay, just out of curiosity, roll for me a perception check for this door.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Okay, never mind. Because there's a parashanty in this room. Or a parishment in that room. Okay, how do I... Complication here.
and we found the room that the three crabs went to when we left.
Yep. You open the door, there's three Kornaks in there. You hear nothing. But what you do as you press your ear to the door is not realize that the door is not shut all the way. So as you press your ear to the door falls open and you fall into the room.
Hmm.
And inside are 4 bandits.
Whoops.
These 4 bandits are all sitting around in this area that looks to be a pleasant little sitting room. They are enjoying a simple meal of bread, meat, and cheese. A little bit of cheap wine. You get that kind of like turpentine smell. You know what cheap wine has, right? You get that kind of from it. And they all look very startled, and they kind of look like, and they look very surprised to see you fall into their room. What would you like to do?
Hello, boys.
Hi?
Think I have the wrong room. Enjoy your evening. I'm gonna try and back out.
Are you supposed to be here?
Is there a way that I can highlight my dagger, like call attention to it or whatever?
I would suppose. Like, yeah, you can like stand
I
up and
wanna-
like show it off.
Yeah, I want to stand. I want to stand up and say, "Yeah, I'm supposed to be here."
Roll a persuasion check with advantage, or a deception check with advantage.
look, a person, you just walk by.
And that 20.
Well, all right. Here. Well, right. You okay? One of them comes over and kind of like dusts you off a little bit, and you're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just had the wrong room. You boys enjoy your meal.
There's a
I'm gonna
step
walk
on
out.
that door. I've been telling them to chisel it off, but don't worry about it.
All right. Have a good night.
Good with you. One of them tosses you like a bread roll off the table as you step out, and shut the door. We'll
Whew.
God damn.
Jahal takes the roll from you and glares at you and eats it.
Oh boy, we went from a nat 1 to a nat 20.
That's I need to
That's
I'm gonna have
TV.
to when I put this up, I'm gonna have to put like some Benny Hall over that.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god. All right, well, you successfully navigated that.
Whew. All right, on to the next door.
All right, you want to go to this one?
Yep.
Okay. You guys walk over here.
Mask, why don't you check this one out?
Okay.
Roll for me. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Give me a perception check. 9,
Yeah.
14. You can't make out any particularly
Distinctive
sound, but you do hear a large number of people like kind of murmuring. Some of them seem to be like, you hear like a groan every now and then, but you don't hear any particular words.
I don't think the shard blade is going to be in that room. These don't seem like they're the quarters we're looking for. Maybe the other one? What do you
the one
think?
at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to poke our head in and check, right?
I suppose. Do it quietly.
All right, roll for me a additional stealth check, Asha.
The door open. Ouch.
And you push the door open. It creaks slightly as it opens. And inside, you see a large number of people. There's a large number of barrels. There is a large number of people, and all of these people are chained up. Some of them are chained to the wall. Some of them are chained to some of these barrels. There are a number of humans. In point of fact, these 4 over here are humans, and they appear to be bandits that are chained up. This one, this one, this one, and this one all appear to be normal humans. This guy right here is humanoid, but his skin is blue, and it has a number of tattoos on it. A large number of tattoos on it. This is a Parashendi woman, and this is a Parashendi man. Parishman. Both of these are Parishman women or men. Parish woman, parish man. They look up as the door opens and they see you, but they all appear to be either hungry wounded, exhausted. This appears to be kind of like a holding cell for like a makeshift holding cell, like they needed a place to hold a bulk number of people and decided to use this room for it.
Oh boy,
I'm gonna shut that door and back away.
Okay, shut the door back away.
they've already seen us though, right?
But none of them, they were all like
They're all
prisoners,
Chained up.
essentially.
They were all chained up.
Okay, so let me just throw this out here, Ash. If we free them, they might help us.
Might turn us in.
Yeah, the bandits might.
The
The
bandits
bandits
were
that are chained up
too.
in there.
The bandits
they're
were
chained-
up here.
They're chained up, but they may see it as an opportunity to get back in good graces if they turn us in.
I say we just move on.
Yeah, you're probably right. We'll just move on.
Okay, you want to go down to here?
Yeah.
You see a tunnel leading this way. It is rough hewn and dark. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to bring us back to here. That is this tunnel right here. Okay.
That is which tunnel?
This tunnel right here.
Why am I not seeing? Okay, there you go.
As this tunnel right here.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Your DM, as your DM, I will say there is nothing super interesting down that way. You're welcome to explore it, but there is nothing of particular interest there. Just to save us a little bit of time. And that leaves you with a door directly ahead of you.
You or me, big guy?
Yeah, probably. Well, okay. So as far as that's a heavily fortified door, right?
It is a much thicker door than the other two. Yes.
Is it locked?
Do you want to check if it's locked?
Yes.
Okay. Roll for me a stealth check as you attempt to push this door open.
We're sure that you're not going to give us away. Oh.
Okay. You grab the doorknob and you twist, and as you do, the door opens. It swings open and it kind of crashes into the wall over here, but it's not super loud, but it does echo a little bit. Give me a second. Okay. Through the door, you see 4 other doors. One there, one there, one there, one there, and then there's 5. There's one at the end of the hall over here too. The one at the end of the hall seems to match this one. Each one of these appears to be a jail cell door. Heavy wood, and then it has like the window with the bars on it.
Okay. So you can look inside without opening the door. Okay,
Yep.
well let's look and see what's in there.
I need all of you to. Who's gonna look?
Neither one of us are rolling very well.
I'll look.
You look. Okay, roll for me a stealth check. $11. You walk in You check both of these cells. You look through. There's nothing. There's nothing or nobody in there.
Okay.
You walk up to here. You look in this one. There's nothing and nobody in there. You glance in this cell. You see two women. You see one woman. The woman over here in the corner is chained up. She appears to be in a little bit of rough shape. She's also relatively, like, she's kind of buff. Like, this girl looks like she's done some work and some fighting. This one over here is wearing a green cloak and has a symbol tattooed on her face. And the symbol is the same as on the dagger. And what you see...
Didn't they say he killed the former leader, but the former leader was a woman, wasn't she?
Bandit Queen was what they said, yes. And what you see in the cell is this.
Maybe they didn't kill her?
As you look through the window, need 1 second. Okay. Okay. As you look through the window, Mask.
Yep.
Your windspren that has been following you, which has kind of just darting around looking at things, freezes and looks very curiously at the woman in green.
Okay.
And I think at that image, we will leave this session today.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good spot to stop. Whether you guys realize it or not, that's a good spot to stop. And we will pick this up next Sunday. Because now the filler is now essentially done.
Perfect. So next week we will get to watch. We'll get to watch Ash riz up the chick in the green robe.
I don't know.
We will find out what is going to happen, but I will show it to you again next week. But that picture is important. So, all right.
Okay.
Any other questions for me, guys, before I end the recording?
Negative.
Okay. I'm gonna end the recording then.